Hello, I'm Simulated Egg and welcome back to Farming Fridays, Simulated Egg Farm Simulator. And hello everyone, hope you're all well. It is mid-autumn on our farm, and our farm is a little bit different than what it was on the last episode, because of course it is. I wasn't happy with the over landscaping that I did, so I went back to the start, and then to get to this point, it's basically 8 hours of gameplay to set things up to where they are now. So we are basically at the front of our farm. So we'll go to the front and then we'll show you around the farm, because things have changed in some areas from previous. And so things are a little bit more logical now. This is the way in. So we've got our vehicle workshop right here. So if you arrive on the farm, you need some work done on the vehicle, you can get it done right here. Then we've got our fuel station to refuel our equipment. Onto the weighbridge. Wash our machinery here at the washing area, and then over here we can collect our fertilizers and our seeds, load up our equipment here, and then around the corner we have our silo. Now, in our silo at the moment, we've only got grass. I haven't grown anything else apart from grass that I set up in the last season, in the last harvest cycle. We only did grass just to basically plough the earth, go back to grass, and then we can decide what we want from there, rotate through some of the crops. So we go through into our silo. It's mid-autumn at the moment, so things are still growing. It was my aim to get things done just by growing grass over winter, and then I can mow it, then I can plough and get things planted early spring. So we've got our mower that we'll be using today. We have our plough that we'll be using, and we've got some fertilizers, some seed planters, our tractor and our trailer for picking up the grass that we'll be doing shortly. A couple of greenhouses, so for some more passive income, where we don't really have to do much. Got some cucumbers here. Can we go in? No, we can jump. We can seemingly do that. But there's not a lot going on there at the moment. Our new house. So we've got another greenhouse here. Not much is doing there for the moment. Now, Jen, let's go for a walk, because we've got some animals to show you. Alrighty, so we'll go up here. Now, before we get to the animals, we've got an orchard here. So one's apple and one's orange. So we'll jump the fence. So we can sit here. There's a beehive, so producing honey, so we can have the trees there and the bees and the fruit. Animals up above, animals we're coming up to. But apples and oranges, I don't know which one's which. One's one, one's the other. This was just a paddock, but we have sacrificed this paddock. Now if we come up come up here. We have some chickens. So we have our chickens. Hi, chooks. Chook, chook. Chook, chook. So we have some eggs. So while we're here, we might as well take them down. While we're here, we'll grab. We'll just take them down to the egg storage facility. So we didn't even really have to open the door, it's in there. And we'll do the same again. And we'll pick you up. Train station simulator, anyone? And we'll take this to the egg storage room as well. And we've got some eggs in there. So it's got dark rather quickly. I do have the game on 120 times, so we can say open animal dialogue. I don't even know what that is. Oh, okay, it just shows us the various animals that we've got in there. Okay, that's fine. While it's night time, we'll go up to our top paddocks. We've only got grass growing at the moment. Now, if we have a look, if we go for a walk, it should tell us shortly how our growing is. So the grass is still growing. And the good thing about it being grass is that all around the sides of the paddock, the grass is growing really well as well. So we can also use that. So even though it's technically outside the paddock, we can still mow it and we can still pick it up and we can still harvest it. It's still growing. And that all the way down there is effectively one long paddock because it's all grass. Now, eventually what I'll have the option of doing and what I will probably do is make this one big paddock the size of the top paddock, the paddock on the other side. So we can make this one big paddock, or we can have it as two smaller paddocks and grow different things there. So over here, we've got to have a good look at the farm. It's just about midnight. So my plan is just to basically mow all the grass and then eventually change it into something else. We can store our wool here, and of course because we've got wool, that also infers that we have sheep, but it's a little bit dark at the moment to see the sheepies, but they are there. You can see some lime that we used from, as I mentioned, from when I started again to this point took about 8 hours. So I made sure that I ploughed all the fields and I fertilised them full of lime and fertiliser to get them off to a good start. That wind is certainly howling. In the meantime, we'll go for a drive over to our other farm we've got a couple of other paddocks, so we'll go for a drive. So the paddocks we're driving to now, I've also got them floodlit. And so my idea with these two paddocks over here by themselves is that they'll just basically be a turf farm. So we can go up through here. So we've got a silo here that we can also use, and other farmers around here can also use. So if we jump out here, two farms right next to each other. The grass is still growing, but as I mentioned earlier, the stuff outside of the actual paddock area, I can also mow this as well. So, and I can take advantage of that. So we'll get in. It's quite a big area when I actually have both paddocks combined. And so I'd just be happy for this grass just to keep growing for a while. But the main paddocks, I would like to be able to grow the grass and then use it for something else. But here I'm quite happy. Just to have these two as turf farms. So I just have to come over every so often and just cut the grass. That's all I basically have to do there. So now that it's actually daylight, I can show you around the rest of the farm. Because what I have tried to do, I've tried to make sure that we've got some passive forms of income as well, not just the crops and whatnot. So we'll park here. See, all of this I can mow quite easily. We have the orchards and the rooms for the storage for the eggs. The beehive. We said hi to the chickens earlier, but here's the chickens again. Now on this side, we have our sheep. Morning, sheepies. So we have our sheep. Now some of this area wasn't being used for anything else, and some other I've converted paddocks. Now apart from the sheep, we have some new additions to the Simulated Erk Farming Friday family. Gee, that's a lot of F's in there. We have some pigs. Morning, piggies. So I've got some mods looking after the animals. Over there we've got a passive solar farm. So that's just earning us basically income just for being there. So we've got some pigs. And if we go on top of the hill, not only do we have chickens and pigs and sheep, if we go up this hill a little bit, we've also got some horses. And it's raining again because of course it is. So we have some horses. Morning, horses. So we have some horses as well. And again, these are all... Can I actually go in? Morning, you guys. Can I ride the horse? Oh, it's even got a name. This is William. Let's ride William. Oh, wowee. Oh, we actually control him as well. How good's this? Wow, this is not what I was expecting. Go, William. Go a little bit faster, boy. Here we go. Wow, this is cool. I didn't know you could do this. Don't worry, folks. I'm not doing a whole series of... Oh, no! Oh, no! I don't know if you were supposed to actually... Oh, let's go for a run. Wow, I'm not going to do a whole series on this, but how good's this? Didn't think he'd actually jump the fence. There we go. All right. Hang on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, boy. Okay. William's back in the stable. Who else can we ride? Can we ride? Okay. Who's this? Nate. Okay. Let's go for a ride, old boy. Oh, I can't really see. We'll go for a ride in the So here we go. Here's Nate. He's probably a little bit older. Might not want to go as hard. That's all right. All right, you back. Yep, you're back. So, wow, you can actually ride. I won't ride all of them just yet. So you can actually ride the horses. I did not know that. So what we'll do now, we'll get into our mower. So what we will do is we will unfold our mower. We'll lower it and we'll turn it on. So while the actual paddocks might not be ready to mow yet, these areas outside certainly are. Whoops. There's a floodlight there. That wasn't good. How did I get into that position? So what we're going to do, we're just going to do the outside area for the moment. And I'll also make the surrounding areas a little bit nicer. Now here's some that I mowed a little bit earlier, but we'll go over a bit closer to the poles. Now if I wanted to get really fancy, I could also mow the areas around the poles, but I'm not going to do that. You know, this isn't Parks and Recreation, but these sort of areas I can do as well. See, these areas aren't actually part of the actual paddock, but the grass is long enough in these outer areas that I can mow. I can mow along here. And so what this also means is that I can go around here, for instance. I can just mow these sort of areas. So what I might do, I might just lift the mower and then fold it up. And so in this sort of area, okay, so we'll now I'm not looking to do it perfectly, but it's something that I can be doing while I'm waiting for the main grass to grow. Now, because these aren't actual paddocks, I don't think I can hire someone to do it for me, but we'll try in a minute. Now, of course, you can get smaller mowers, but I decided to go all out. I was a bit too close to the fence. Now if I had a smaller mower, I could get down places like there, but I haven't, so I'm not going to. And a lot of this area too has never been mowed, so that's why it's longer than the areas that have recently been ploughed. So if I hire a worker to do this bit, it's going to say, well, the worker's already completed their task, so it's not. Now, if I wanted to run over this myself, I can. It's not going to really do a lot because the grass isn't really long. Some of these taller sections it will. But mainly these, mainly this like outer section. Oh, it's raining again. Now, for some of these areas, it won't really matter if I don't pick the grass up or not. So what we'll do now, we'll fold the mower up, and you can see the clear differences in the sections that I did mow compared to the sections where I didn't mow. So we'll go for a walk. And you can see for yourself the difference between the mowed sections and the unmowed sections. Let's go back. I don't think we can ride the sheep. Hey, sheep. Hey, boy. I don't know. Are you a boy? I don't know. Alright, let's... Alright, let's ride Phantom. Hello, Phantom. Sorry, boy. Whoops, Phantom. Alright, you're a good boy. Alright. Alright. Alright, we're now riding Robin. Oh, we can jump. Okay, so we went horse riding. So our grass is still growing. But what we should do is we'll get in our tractor and we'll start to pick up the grass that we mowed. So anywhere that we drove, we could just pick up. Now I'm just going to use this as an escape route. I'm not going to drop my grass in there at the moment because we haven't got a lot. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have driven in here. It's raining again. I'm not going to worry about this section of grass at the moment just to pick up. So we're just going to park there. So not much. Now's a really good time to be ploughing and all that sort of stuff, but we won't do that just yet because I still want the grass to grow. I could have mowed in here or whatever, but I'm not going to. Okay, so the sheep are producing some wool. So that's one thing that we could be doing. Moving the wool around on the forklift to the storage area for the wool. But instead, we're going to finish off this episode. We're going to go for another horse ride. We could have opened the gate, but let me see. Who are you? You are William. We've ridden you. We haven't ridden Zai yet. So let's do that. Here we go. Zia. So we've got a massive grass harvest to look forward to in the next episode. Hope you have enjoyed this episode. Next episode we'll come back in early spring and we'll do our grass harvest. I'm Simulator Dirk. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. We will see you next time for Farming Friday. SimulatorDirkGaming.com for all of your simulated Dirk needs. We'll be back later on with another episode. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.